Yeah, hello everybody. We got a great release that just came out with so many new features. I got to bring you up to speed. There's a lot to cover, so I'm just gonna get started right away. Let's get going. So the first thing I'm going to show you is we've updated for anybody who's in our white label product. We've updated our white label product now in terms of how you can onboard. Much more sleeker, much more easier to understand, much more guided. You can get immediate updates on where you're doing and what's going on. Lots of previews in terms of how your icons and logos will look. You can save the changes. There's much more easier, sleeker ways of being able to update these things. And I think it's more clear. That was our goal, to make it much more easier for you to understand. So you can update your branding, your domain, your email. It's locked in till you've actually got that in here. So this is, the first thing that's been updated. And for anybody who is looking to white label their product and have not yet done this, we've made it very easy for you to do this at this point. All right, so next thing, let's move back in here. Very small quality of life improvements. But if you have lots and lots of agents like this, you'll notice that this one here says created for Jim. This is because you can go into and add a description. I can change this into created, or call this, this is my mortgage assistant, and save that. And now the nice thing about this is when I go back to my home screen, I can easily start to identify what each one is. So it's going to be tailored and customized to whatever you want to. When I have two sitting next to each other, it's easy to see the differences between what this Marissa's for and what Betty's for. Sure, you got different names here, but now you can also give it that extra context and information as well. So super helpful. The next thing I'm going to draw your attention to is inside of this agent. If I click on the web agent, we have done a really big yet easy to use feature, which is we allow you now to upload custom images. So it means you can put whatever you want as the face of this particular widget, which was a very popular request. So you have to be 64 by 64 pixels and up to a maximum of 2 megabytes of size, but you can now modify this image with something of your own here. You got icons, faces, and custom uploads. All right, so let's go back into the next thing that we've updated for you. Go back to the home screen. I'm going to show you this inside of the call history. So inside the call history, we've added a new button here called export. Now we've always had this column here for columns like here, and you've had extra columns including the call cost. So now you can get a full export to give to yourself or to your clients. You can either export all the data because there's 141 calls. This is all based on your filters up here, and you have the ability just to export whatever you're showing here in the view. It's really simple, and you can, I guess, it only downloads whatever columns you have shown here. So, and of course, if you, say I just want to see all my meetings booked, and I just want to download these, well, there you go. You can now download all the meetings booked. You can export it, only the 9. There you go, and you'll see that's preparing the export, and now it's going to download this for me. So it does it in the background. And you get a message when the export started. They'll notify us when it's ready to be downloaded, and we'll let that go. And now I can go and do some other thing while I'm doing that and show you some other features, and it will come back to me. Oh, look, there's a little notification here. Wonder what it says. Your call history is ready. For privacy, this download link will expire in 7 days. Cool. Now I can download that file, and that's downloaded as well. So very cool. Can mark it as read. Close that off. Boom. Done. Next thing I'm going to show you guys that we added is we have added a really cool feature to our Allocate manager, account manager, pardon me, where previously you could go into, let's just go, say I'm in this account and I want to set up this account so that I can give it, oh, close that off, that message there. Let's say I want to give it minutes every month. I can go to manage auto allocation. With this, I can set up to give, I'll say 100 minutes. Say minutes every month. Basic, and I want to put in, let's say, 200 minutes of basic. So basically I'm putting in $34 every month out of my own cost. These are at your rate, and you can save that, and that'll be automatically applied to that every month on the same day at the same time, and it will charge this credit card, which is your credit card. So this is what you use when you want to, as part of your subscription tier, every month give minutes to your clients. This is what you use. This is different than the feature where if you want to move minutes around, which if you remember we introduced in the previous release. Now, I can't move minutes here because I have no minutes on this one, but if I go to one here where I do have minutes, it'll be enabled, and I can move minutes from this to another account as well. So I wanted to move to there and decide to move that minutes. I'm not going to do it now, but you can see that that feature is there. So that was a pretty popular feature that was requested that we've also implemented. I'm going to show you this now. Let's go into our agent, and if you see here at the top, we have this cool new toolbar here where if you click on manage, it gives you the option to select how you want minutes to be allocated for this particular agent. It can be automatic, which is how it's been working up until now. We'll automatically choose between the premium or basic minutes based on what's remaining. First consume premium, then basic minutes, and you can just automatically decide what to do. But if you want to hard lock it into a certain type of quality of minutes, let's say you want only premium or basic. Now we have no basic minutes in here. I could pick one or the other. Just remember that if you do this, you do need to set up the auto recharge if you ever want to make sure you never run out of minutes for that particular minute type. And for a reminder, you set the auto recharge over here in the configure, where you can say, okay, I want basic minutes to charge this amount. So if I say, I don't know, when the balance drops below $10, I want you to add another $20, for example. Right, and it'll automatically recharge when the call drops below, so you can toggle that on, and that'll work. I can do the same for premium minutes, but I'm not going to actually save this here, so I can choose between the two. So there you go. That's how that feature works, and I think it's going to be really helpful because a lot of you have been asking, how do I set up minutes types on different types of agents and different types of campaigns. Well, now you can do that. And the same functionality exists here on the campaign level. So I go to the project campaign. I have the same ability to choose manage here. So I can choose this campaign is going to only use basic minutes. By the way, if you're still wondering how to choose between premium and basic minutes, it's really about understanding what is the purpose of your call and what type of complexity the call will have. If it's a simple call to just schedule a meeting, I would choose basic minutes. If it's something that's more complex and has to handle all the different use cases and do objection handling, I'd probably choose something like a premium agent again. This is again one of those things that you're going to learn with trial and error. Of course, the difference is the cost. Basic minutes are at 9 cents and premium minutes at 16 cents a minute. All right. So what else have we brought to you? Oh, I think this is going to be something you guys are going to like a lot. Let's go into Marissa. And if those of you are paying attention, next to my face is this little agent. And this agent is our Copilot. But our Copilot used to only exist for brand new agents. But now it exists for any agent. And I can click on it and it will start talking to me.
Hey there. What do you want to change or improve about your agent?
I would like to make sure that the agent is able to answer any questions that may come up. And I want you to keep, so it may come up about where we're located and answer it quickly. And I also want you to do the following. I would like the agent to be much more succinct or much more like not long-winded in its phrases. Sometimes when you explain things, it sounds really, really long and takes a long time to understand it. Can you make sure that you use shorter sentences, so you're quicker to the point, yet still keeping that human-like quality and not robotic, okay?
Oh, yeah. So you want the agent to answer location questions fast and keep responses way shorter and more natural, not robotic? Got it. Anything else you want to tweak?
No, that's all. That's awesome.
Awesome. Give me a couple of seconds to get this started. That's all set. Changes coming your way. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at what was changed in this agent as a result of that. And there you go. I can see that a lot of the changes were done here in the agent guidelines. And it shows me actually what it added. So it says keep response concise and to the point, use short sentences, avoid long-winded explanation. Always sound natural, not robotic. And now I can just accept that. Boom. That's it. So now I don't need to do anything on my own. It's already done that for me. And that's pretty much it to that feature. But it's a really helpful feature. You can use it to modify your agents not once, multiple times. And again, you don't need to figure out where it goes. We do it for you, and you're allowed to accept the changes or dispatch of them if you don't want them. Inside the web agent, we also added one new feature. Let me show you that. So the way this works is if you come in here, you see you have the after call experience. This is brand new. And if you click on this, what it does, if you have it's on by default, it'll show a post-call recap, which is a little button that appears after the call, after the web widget has finished this conversation, that you can click on to see the actual summary of the call. So it's a recap. It's very useful, for example, for booked a meeting. They can confirm the meeting was booked the right time with the right email. If they did a call where they were asking a lot of questions, they get a summary of what they asked. This is great user feedback. So me as the user using your web widget will get immediate feedback on what was shared there. And yes, there is, for those of you going to ask me, a copy button so you can copy the text as well. So I think this is going to be a very huge UX and CX improvement to our web widget, and I'm excited to hear your feedback on it. So there's probably a few things that I've forgotten that didn't add into this, but you can see that there's a lot of features that we packed into this release. I look forward to seeing and hearing your feedback and hearing how all of this is working for you. All right, then. Take care, and until the next time.